Welcome to another session of LearnToBuildIt.com. I'm your host, Steve Kirscher, and today we're going to be working with the Ethernet shield. So I installed this Ethernet shield onto my Arduino Mega. The shield is from Seed Studio, and obviously shields make life so much easier. You can just plug it in and most things work. So I have plugged this in. I have it hooked into my network. As you see my code, I have set an IP address on this, but I have also put a temp sensor on, just like I have done in the past on other devices. And in this one, I have put this tilt switch on. So again, most of these sensors, or in this case a switch, are pretty basically the same. You got your ground wire, your positive wire, and your sensor wire. All of these go to a port, in this case A13 and A11. And then with the Ethernet shield, we load the shield and we set the software to push it out to a web page. So over here I have my Raspberry Pi running Raspbian, and you'll see that the current temperature is 68.12 and the switch is down. If I take the switch and put it to the up position, when the page refreshes, you'll see now it says switch position up. I can switch it to the down position and it says down. Over here, I am also running my laptop, and you'll see the same website is running on that one. And in this case, what I'll do is I'll put my hand on the temperature sensor, and immediately it goes up every time the page refreshes. So this is pretty simple, like I said, to hook up. So I've also got this digital temp sensor I have for my RCs, and this is to help verify my temperature. Right here it's saying 68.43, and if I set this, I get 68.46 bouncing around. So as you can see, these things can be pretty accurate. Stay watching. Like I said, I'll give you the code breakdown next. All right, here we go with the code. I start off with includes. These are both needed for the communication of the Ethernet, serial peripherals, and Ethernet. And math is for the code that I'm doing my math calculations on the temperature that we've done in the past, if you've seen my code. Down here we go with setting the MAC address and the IP address. Remember, when you're setting your IP address, this is the IP address that my local network has. So this is the actual IP address of the network shield on the Arduino. Make sure you're outside of your DHCP range. When your computer automatically hooks into a network, it gives you an IP address, usually within a range. If you have a router, you can jump into that and see what your range is set to. So make sure you're there. Here I made the port, which is your standard HTTP port. If you go and you set a different port, you will have to come up to your browser here and type in a colon and then a port number, and when you type in the port number, it will automatically be able to find that. Now again, just doing some serial exports here, getting it ready to begin. Here's my A11 for the temp sensor, here's my A13 for the tilt switch. Starting my Ethernet, sending it out to my serial monitor just to say it's been started. We of course got the Ethernet client. It's a client, server not available, so if the client is ready, go ahead and say we have a new client to the serial and start my client connected when somebody gets connected. And so this person gets connected, I start sending out the website. You're sending out raw HTML. You are building an HTML with this. So each one of these lines is building the HTML. This is actually the refresh. So right here, this is telling it to refresh every 5 seconds.
That's why, as you notice, it just keeps jumping each time, and I don't have to mess with the refresh button. Then I do a div area with a span saying the current temperature is, and I grab the thermistor, the temperature, and send that there. And then here's where I do the switch position either up or down. Now I cheated a little bit. I just put if it's over 500, count it as down. If it's not over 500, then count it as up. You could just leave this as display what the A13 read is, so that would show you that on the screen. And pretty much client's disconnected, stop, and it will delay here for only 1 millisecond actually. So this just gives a little bit of time for the website to receive the data. Then it shuts it down. The website will, after 5 seconds, refresh the page. Actually has nothing to do with this. Remember, this code is sitting in the web page. It refreshes and then regrabs this data each time. So thanks for watching.